evil spell over Mario Land.
Don't let Mario get the 6 golden coins. Don't let Mario reach the palace.
This is the biggest, most dangerous, most challenging Game Boy adventure yet.
Obey Mario. Destroy Mario.
Don't fall under Wario's evil spell in Super Mario Land 2. Only on Game Boy.
This one is a long time coming. I'm not gushing about Game Boy games this time. I'm ragging on them. I'm hating on them. This is my top 5 most hated Game Boy games of all time. Starting at number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man. Yes, you're cruising around, jumping on manhole covers, squashing the lizard himself, fighting Hobgoblin and all other manners of creatures. Lots of guys with pistols, that's for sure. I don't know. Of the 5 games I'm going to mention, I'd probably play this one the most. If a gun was pointed to my head, yeah, I would play it, I guess. You're firing, a lot of web shots at people. Well, one cool thing is that you get to in stage 2 is like climb up against the building wall, and then kind of like jump into a open window or something like that to reach the end of the level. But overall, I don't know. The music's like meh. The graphics, I mean, Spider-Man looks pretty bad. Considering this is like an old Game Boy game, that should be, you could kind of see that coming, but I don't know. I didn't have a lot of fun with this game. I found it really frustrating at some points. Kind of like just like jumping from building to building. There's these large gaps where you could web sling, but then you would kind of get stuck against the building wall and you couldn't jump after that. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's frustrating, and the enemies are super aggressive, and I don't know, maybe I'm just not good at the game, and that's why I don't like it. So, number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not sure if this predates Street Fighter 2, but this is Fist of the North Star, and Fist of the North Star has like a terrible run, video game-wise, on the NES, the Famicom. The Famicom actually got a lot more ports of different Fist of the North Star games. I think there's like 3 or 4 on the Famicom alone. We only got 1, and they're not good. The Game Boy game is not very good. It's basically one-on-one Street Fighter type game. I do want to mention that one cool thing is you can actually, if you hold down the punch button, you can do like a charge shot, kind of like a Hadouken, which is pretty cool. But if you bump into the enemy, or if he punches you or something like that, you lose like your little meter that's been building up. So that's kind of a bummer, and usually you do lose it unless if the character you're fighting is actually, that's like his like fighting style is like he's gonna sit back, charge, and throw a projectile at you. Otherwise, the enemies are just gonna like charge at you all the time. They're gonna rush you and they're gonna beat you down. And you can select from a lot of characters. Yes, there's like a team battle mode. Yeah, but I don't like it. It's not that fun. It's kind of boring. So yeah, number 4 is Fist of the North Star. 10 big brawls for the King of the Universe. That's a pretty cool title though. Number 3 is actually a game that I actually have nostalgia for. That's Ren and Stimpy, the Ren and Stimpy Show Space Cadets. I borrowed this from a friend, Jerry. He had a Game Boy. He had quite a few Game Boy games. I loved Ren and Stimpy at the time, like most kids back in the day, in the early 90s. And Space Cadets is not very good. You get that irritating, looping musical track, which is the like Ren and Stimpy theme, I guess. And it just keeps looping over and over. It's tiring. It's grating on the ears. It's basically it's a platformer where you're just jumping around. Basically, you're just avoiding things. You're spitting fur balls as Stimpy, and you're collecting powder toast and trying to reach the end of the level. I mean, the levels are pretty long too. It's like one huge continuous level. And to my knowledge, I'm not too sure. It's been such a long time, but I don't think you get like any continues. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it's a very tough game, very challenging game. I couldn't beat it even as a kid. I did some of these gameplay clips, and I still couldn't make it that far. Maybe a little bit further than I was a kid, but not that very far in the game. So the music, I mean, the graphics are okay. I mean, Ren and Stimpy look like they're supposed to, I guess. But I didn't like it. It's not a very fun platformer to me. Number 2, oh, Barton the Beanstalk. The Simpsons games they're really hit and miss, I guess. You got the Juggernauts and Escape from Camp Deadly, but Barton the Beanstalk is the one that Retromat and I had when we were kids. We got this in like the mid-90s. I love The Simpsons. This game is not fun. Maybe it's just the theme. I don't know. You're jumping from beanstalk to beanstalk. You're collecting gold coins to reach the end of the level, and it's like I could be doing something better with my time. It's not fun. Like Super Mario Land 2 is awesome. It's fun. Kirby's Dream Land, another great game. Metroid 2, Link's Awakening. I could be playing those games. I don't want to play Barton the Beanstalk because of the grating, irritating, vomit-inducing fucking music. Fuck off. I played so much of this game and hated it when I was a kid because it's just not a fun platformer, kind of like Ren and Stimpy. It's not fun. Enemies hit you so fucking easily, and there's a lot of enemies too. When you're jumping around, if you miss a platform, you think, okay, you could just plunge back to the starting point down below. No, if your character goes past a certain height, he's gone. Like, he'll die. Last but certainly not least, how could you fuck up Double Dragon after the original Double Dragon on the Game Boy was really good? Double Dragon 2 was not. It was a little bit worse. And number 3, the arcade game is terrible. Yes, you can get your power-ups. You can go into your weapons shop and shop for extra life and techniques and weapons, I guess. But the enemies are super aggressive. They take a fucking ton of hits, it seems. And it's just not fun. The music sucks. The graphics it's just not that great. I don't even know if Technos had a handle on developing this. Maybe they just said, here's like what we have. They went to another third-party company to develop this game for us, and it's like, oh my god, it's not good. It's terrible. I made it to the second portion of level 1 where there's a motorcycle, going by on this conveyor belt area, and you're supposed to jump kick them off the bike, and for the life of me, I couldn't fucking do it. And I've beaten games like Ghosts and Goblins and Battletoads, and I'm no slouch in game, as a gamer for retro games, and I couldn't fucking do it. I was super frustrated. I was so disappointed. It gets my number 1 spot because I love Double Dragon. This is probably the worst Double Dragon game I've ever played, and I've pretty much played them all except for that fighting game one on the Neo Geo or whatever the fuck that is. And I hate this game. I would not recommend anybody pick this game up because it's a load of crap. So yeah, Double Dragon 3D arcade game gets my number 1 spot, and I hate you. So anyways, guys, that wraps up my top 5 list for most hated Game Boy games. Agree, disagree with me? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, if I'm full of crap or not. These games are pretty bad anyways, in my opinion. Maybe you like them. I don't know. Let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Max Impact 24 channel, as always, for those about the retro. We fucking salute you. Take care.